I've learned these last few years is that nobody is coming to save you. So I know that sounds harsh, but I had to learn all that the hard way, unfortunately. So back in 2020, my mom passed away. Then a few weeks after that, COVID hit. Then because of COVID and the government forcing all gyms to shut down, I was laid off. So for about 7 or 8 months, all I was doing was I was waking up around noon, completely hungover. Then I'd lay around the house, maybe make it to the grocery store or the gas station to restock on beer and junk food, come back home, eat that junk food, and then drink that beer until about 2 or 3 in the morning. And then I would repeat that the next day and the next day. Now, this is actually what I looked like during all of that. So I had gained about 35 pounds on top of what I was already carrying. I was already overweight. I was working in fitness, but I was also the most out of shape that I'd ever been in my entire life. And honestly, with everything I'd went through, I wasn't sad. It was more that I was numb and I was pissed off. I was pissed off at my mom for leaving. I was pissed off at the world for my situation, and I was pissed off at myself. But I wasn't pissed off enough to actually do anything about it yet. Then my dad had a stroke. I actually had gotten a call from my uncle that it had happened. I was hungover, laying in bed late, of course. So I had to drive all the way down to Norfolk. They wouldn't let me in because of COVID restrictions. So I basically told the nurse that she was either going to let me in or I was going in myself. So when I finally got in, I saw him and he couldn't speak. He didn't know where he was. He couldn't move. And I just remember thinking, is this permanent? Is this how his life is now? And it was one of the scariest moments in my entire life. But somewhere in all of that, I saw where the road leads. Poor health, no control, everything taken from you. And all I knew is that I didn't want that to be me. So one of my best friends, he had been telling me to do this program called 75 Hard. I told him he was absolutely crazy. There was no possible way that I could do that. Till randomly one day I just decided to go do it. Don't even know why. So every single day I started lifting, walking 45 minutes outside, no alcohol, drinking a gallon of water, reading 10 pages of a self-improvement book, tracking my food for the first time in my life. Wasn't perfect by any means. My macros weren't dialed in, but it was still 1,000 times better than what I had been doing. And honestly, the thing that surprised me the most during all of it was the walking. It was something that was so simple, but it started changing everything. Then I got a coach, someone who actually showed me how to eat properly, how to train with purpose, and how to stop guessing. And that's when the real change started to happen. So looking back, if I could go back and talk to me in 2020, I would tell myself, you need to stop living in the past, because all you can do is keep moving forward. Keep working on yourself. You're never going to be perfect. You're going to have bad days. But as long as you stack one good day on top of the other, and then when you have those bad days, because it's going to happen, you can't let it snowball. You have to bounce back the next day, because it will get better. I promise you, it will get better. Nobody was coming to save me. Nobody's coming to save you either. But in my opinion, that's not necessarily bad news. So what that means is that everything is completely in your hands. There's a reason that I call this Stormborn Performance. Because for a while, it felt like I was literally born into a storm. It was just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing. Then I came across a story of a guy named Rory Vaden, and it changed how I looked at life and my entire situation. So when a storm comes, the cattle run away from it. I believe they run east to try and outrun it. But obviously they can't outrun a storm. So instead, they're just staying in the storm longer. The buffalo does the opposite. It turns and runs directly into the storm, straight through it. And by doing that, the buffalo gets on the other side of the storm faster. It's the same storm, a different response. That's what Stormborn's about.